what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put. First of all, I'm gonna make a better street designation and put like the individual maps of the individual districts, just like an image.
Yeah.
And for good measure, I'm going to throw those in the Discord. Anyway, so the reason that this session is called what it is that some time, maybe a couple days after this incident with the Snake Man took place, well, first of all, Kaida, make an investigation check.
Got it. Just give me a moment.
Still, can't see the sheets on the. Yeah, nope, they are not there. That is unfortunate.
It was investigation, correct?
Investigation, yes.
13.
13, okay. Well, of your goals that you had told me previously, you do get some resupply action completed. You get some extra security. You're having some trouble identifying the cause of Eve's new affliction. She seems fine as long as she wears like a blindfold or something in general, which interferes a little bit with her routine, but she's slowly getting used to it. At some point, though, in these 2 days, you are approached by one of the city guard who is asking you to show up to a court proceeding relating to this snake person.
Okay.
As you were, in fact, a witness, and please bring the affected persons with you.
All right.
The rest of you, well, one at a time, I guess. Theron, you, well, not you, but probably Delvin would approach you saying that a guard is there to see you.
Do you say what's about?
Something about the snake business from the other day.
Oh, yes, that. Okay, bring him in.
No, actually, I think he wants you to go with him somewhere to the jurist district.
Okay. Never mind then. I guess I'll have to go with him.
No, I'll take care of things while you're gone.
Sounds good. And Theron will just get up and go with the guard.
Very well. And the last one is Christoph.
Yes.
You are not contacted by a guard directly, but through the Silver Moon Inn. Your presence is requested at a court proceeding.
Understood. I'll go there.
Very well. You are all reasonably nearby. Let me just move the thing to where it should be. Whoops. To the back. Lock. To the back. There we go. So, you guys are now, you find yourselves accompanied a few by some guards and some not so much, to the Juris Court district, where some, not all, but plenty of law enforcement is carried out in the sense of trials and hearings and that sort of thing. And you guys who are accompanied by guards, meaning Theron and Kaida, and your companions, are escorted into one of the larger buildings of the sort. wherein you see a few people, a person who you probably guess is the judge, sitting on their stand, a member of the academy, as designated by a particular uniform and formal wear. More than a half dozen, like 9 members of the city guard. Some would you recognize as the ones that had initially approached when the whole debacle went down, and a few you haven't seen before. One of the guards seems to be like a higher rank, and you also see the what are you, Grimwald? Half drow?
My skin color, you mean?
Yes. Well, you see Grimwald there as well, though he seems to be in its separate uniform from the city guard, as denoted by the difference.
My skin is dull gray, by the way.
There you go. So, what do you do? Farron, Kaida?
Am I not taking like a seat or anything? I'm just taking. To the room?
Yeah, there are some seats. There are places to exist.
Oh yeah, I'm just parking.
Okay. Kaida?
Alright. So I brought Eve, and would Eve be the only one coming with me, or would Rand be here as well?
Eve definitely ran. I don't know. You decide if you want him there.
Alright, I'll have him. I'll have him there. So
Okay.
he will be with us since he was the one that got kidnapped.
A few moments later, the judge, like an older woman, half elf, is waiting still. As soon as the other person we're waiting for arrives, we can begin the proceedings.
I'm assuming she means the snake, correct?
Well,
The snake.
you make a history check.
Okay. Oh, I'm not in. I was looking around for the
Just in
map. Give me
general.
a sec.
Also, question: would I recognize any members of the academy, or?
Yes. Let me tell you who it is, actually.
Okay, thank you.
Let me pull up the. Here it is. My Excel sheet with all these names. This is from the School of Transmutation. It is a gentleman by the name of Miroslav Frisk. I'm going to write it down because.
Oh wow.
Yeah, please. I don't know how to spell that.
Miroslav Frisk. He is a sub-director of the School of Transmutation. So the second level above. Well, no, the first level above just a regular teacher.
Okay, so he's a. He was a sub-director of the School of Transmutation.
Transmutation, yes.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. And that's the only one I know.
Well, he's the only one there. There's like
Okay.
a few, you guess, students, but you know, they
Oh yeah,
don't
but
matter.
this okay, yeah, this guy I reckon.
This
Got
guy's
it. Thank you.
somewhat in charge, not super high ranking, but important enough to remember his name sometimes. Do I have? I do not. Okay. So, what'd you roll for history, Darren?
13.
13. Okay. Given how, in the way in which the Snake Man was removed from the scene previously, you guess that they wouldn't treat him so kindly as to wait necessarily. So probably someone else. And that someone else is immediately apparent to be Kristoff as he arrives on the scene. Someone else. When you arrive, a little bit after. Thank you all for coming to this hearing about what I understand to be a particularly severe case of not exactly trafficking, is it? But unlawful experimentation, perhaps? If we can have the criminal brought in, please. The justice talks to some guards, and they open a large door off to the side, and in a pretty large cage and with some heavy restraints is dragged in the snake man. So, those of you who were there, can you explain what happened? She is motioning to Eve and what's his name? I forget.
Rand.
It's short and starts with an R, and many other of my names start with an R, so I forget. But let me just note that. So they start recounting what was going on the day that happened. Eve had sustained some kind of injury, and Rand was accompanying her to one of the temples to see if they could get that fixed. And then they were knocked out by some poisoned darts, and Rand motions to his neck where you see a small, not a scar, but you can see where the injury happened. And Eve gives a little bit more details from what she can remember, and she makes her case that she can no longer see. And takes off the blindfold and shows the judge her eyes. Well, that is quite severe. And I am to understand that you four, Riddle Keeper and 3 others, what was your involvement in this?
So my good friend over here, Kaida, was looking for his missing friends, these 2, and I accompanied him in the search, and we also brought along Christoph, and we ran into Theron on the way as well. So
Right.
it was a missing person case, so to speak.
Right. Now tell me, Mr. Maddock, is it?
That's correct.
You don't seem... I understand the wizard and the Riddle Keeper and the Silver Moon Envoy, but what is your involvement with this crowd?
I just happened upon them on my morning walk, and they asked for assistance.
So you live nearby to where this happened, yes?
Work nearby.
Work. Right. Well,
My distillery is located in the same area, and I was just right up the street.
I see. She writes something down. What have you to say for yourself, Beast? And you see that although the Snake Man is heavily restrained, he is still allowed to speak, but there is a collar around his neck that glows with some kind of magic. He doesn't. He looks like he is about to say something, but is generally holding back, like he's thinking of what to say. Know that the judge considers these witnesses and somewhat involved persons to be trustworthy, and that if you do not plead your case, you will be put to death by, means to be determined. To which he responds, well, you can kill me if you like. It will change nothing. What do you mean it will change nothing? It will change nothing. The judge calls for the subdirector Frisk. Do you have any explanation for what's going on in this? I understand that this is a bit of an emergency. This is not what you dedicated your day today, but you are of the School of Transmutation, are you not? And the subdirector then says, well, I did a little bit of digging with the help of the city guards, and thanks to the work of this party, if you will, they appear to be wanting to change the form of people into well, I believe you can see it with this young drow. They were attempting to replicate the effect of the sovereign's emerald eyes. I'm not sure if that blindness is intentional, but the visual certainly is. And at that time, Grimwald, you get a sense of unease from the whole situation. You'd heard of some other missing persons cases where they reappeared but were not the same.
Okay. Am I sitting alongside the rest of the group?
I mean, you can be. I imagine that you arrived with the guards and they just leave you to your own devices.
So if we are seated together, I'm gonna lean into my closest person, whether that be Christoph, Kyle, or Taran, and say, I have a bad feeling about this.
I lean to him. How so?
There was another missing person case like this, and they came back not the same.
I pause for a moment. That's bad. It's really bad. I think there might be more.
Yeah, it is. I don't know. I just feel uneasy about this.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand why. This can't go on.
No, it cannot.
Nevertheless, the judge continues. Well, since the criminal refuses to plead his case, Mr. Frisk, you have methods of study which I understand will result in the death of this individual? Yes, madam, yes, I do. The School of Transmutation can be perhaps not as deadly as some of the others, but we have our ways. And we would like to study this particular specimen to see if the effects can be reversed. In that case, take him away, and he will be transferred to your tower shortly.
Before he's taken out, Theron would like to speak up.
Okay.
Milady of the court, correct? Is a lady correct?
Yes.
Okay. Milady of the court, if it would please you, I would like to speak with this individual by myself before any sort of action might be taken against him that would cause irreparable damage.
Might I ask the nature of this conversation?
I would like to inquire more about any possible comings and goings. I think I can be quite persuasive, and I might be able to get the plaintiff here to speak.
Make a persuasion check, please.
Okay. There's a 25.
25. Okay. For matters of security, I would advise to have a guard with you in this situation if you would like, but fine, I suppose.
Thank you
Grimwald
very
is going
much.
to stand up and say, "My lady, if it would please the court, I would like to assist Theron over here to interrogate the subject, if that would please you."
That is acceptable. Take him away, give them some privacy, will you, bailiff? Yes, Your Honor. And the cage is dragged off back the way it came. The bailiff motions to you, like, this way, please.
Also, DM is was it is it Miroslav? How do you say it? Frisk or
Yes.
is he still in the court? Because I would like to speak with him.
Yeah,
too,
he's
or-
there. He is there.
Okay, because like then I'm not sure if I should like step up and talk to him directly or talk to him aside.
No, with Theron and Grimwald going off to speak with the Snake Man, you have a few minutes of conversation.
Okay, because yeah, I'll like to stand up and speak to Mr. Frisk. And would it be like kind of like more or less like the position he's in? Since I kind of know he's like the director, like sub director or director. So I'm just trying to say, like, would it be like proper of me to say like Director Frisk or?
I mean, it kind of really depends on the personality. For some find it weird. Some people just say, "Oh, just Mr. Frisk is fine."
Yeah, just like yeah. If I used to be in the academy, what would I would have called him? Like,
probably just Mr.
Okay,
Frisk.
okay, yeah. I just want to get that there, but Mr.
Want to make sure if he's like the doctoral candidate or whatever who's
Yeah.
insist on being called a doctor.
Doctor.
No. The wizards are. Some are super like call me headmaster. Some are not. Frisk is not super serious about this.
But yeah, Kaida will step up and say like, Mr. Frisk, if I may, could I please also get any updates on changes to, like if you could find any like here or reverses to help my friend Eve here, so I can try to reverse the damages that's been done. That would be greatly appreciated if you can do that.
Well, yeah, I mean, in ordinary circumstances, attempting to replicate the king's eyes is a pretty severe punishment, although these are extraordinary circumstances. I don't think anyone would make that mistake that your friend here was part of the royal lineage. And, well, as the judge has said, this is a bit of an extreme case.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'll basically like, and any updates as soon as possible. You can get them so this damage can be repaired.
Sure, certainly. Your name, if I may have it, so I can contact you later.
Mm-hmm. My name is Kaida. And he gives like a bow, puts his hand on his shoulder and bows.
Always nice to see a former student doing reasonably well for themselves. I think I might head out. I do have much work to be doing. I will let you know if we find some kind of solution for you, friend.
Thank you, sir. And then he will just kind of proceed to sit back down. Try to, if I'm sitting next to you, comfort her.
Yeah, she has put her blindfold back on, and seems kind of sad about the whole thing, but also now knowing that there are people working on a cure, maybe is a little bit more hope in her expression. Meanwhile, Grimwald, Theron, you guys are left with the Snake Man in a cage.
Is there a guard with us?
No, for the purposes
I
of the
am the
court,
guard.
Grimwald is the guard.
Well, yeah, I know. Yeah.
There is like a person waiting outside for when you're done.
Okay.
What would
Surprised
you
you
like to ask?
volunteered.
Mm,
Uh,
I feel uneasy about this whole situation, so I have some questions of my own.
Well, if you wouldn't
You
mind,
can
I
go
would like.
first.
All right, thank you
Yeah.
very much.
I'll just back up towards the door and watch.
Okay. Theron will Is it just like the cage in the room? I'm assuming.
I mean, there's like a few other boxes and things and bunches of documents that are not super important, but you know, it's
Mhm.
not a permanent place for this cage to be.
Yeah. All right. So, if you would mind sharing, what is your name?
My name does not matter to you.
How do you know what doesn't matter to me? You aren't me.
If I am to die, then my name is of no importance to anyone.
And why is that?
What do you mean, why is that? Because I'll be dead and unlikely to be revived by my compatriots.
Oh, so you have patrons.
What, you thought I was working alone?
No. Never thought for a second. Who might your patrons be if you're willing to share?
I am not.
Hmm. Who sent you here?
I was not sent anywhere, I was given an assignment.
I'm assuming you were assigned by your patron?
Perhaps.
Okay. And you've been in contact with no one else?
He does not respond.
Okay. Theron will lean in and try to kind of underhand this next question.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard of the Orgal?
Unpleasant rumors.
Done any business with them?
Not recently, no.
When was the last time you did business with them?
He seems uncomfortable by the situation. You get the sense that the necklace he is wearing is forcing him to speak the truth.
Okay.
You have heard of magic that forces you to do that, and this is the same thing put into a collar because he is a prisoner. Seems reluctant to answer.
If you're good and you answer my questions, I might be able to help you.
Some
But
years back was the last time.
And how long have you been in town? Or in the city?
That's cute.
What's cute?
You think I came here from somewhere else?
Oh, so you've been here your whole life then?
We have been here.
Is this collective we including your patrons then?
Is it not obvious?
I had a feeling, but I still wanted to ask anyways. So I'm assuming with all the implications then that you have been making, that there isn't just you, and that this is more of a web. Is that correct?
Ambitious goals cannot be accomplished by single people. You understand, surely?
Oh, I do also well. But you, on the other hand, are a pawn.
Seems displeased at the implication.
What do you think would happen if you were able to get free?
I can probably continue my work elsewhere.
And what, you would gain nothing from becoming free once again?
My work
Surely.
takes priority.
Your work, not your position?
When I die, and I will probably, there will be others to fill my position.
And you aren't looking to move up?
Well, that's the whole point.
Yeah, I just wanted to see if you had any ambition yourself, or if you were just blindly following someone else's.
No, I am not blind. I can see more than most.
Grimwald is going to say from, the shadows, we can change that,
I'm going to die anyway. What could you possibly do?
Is he asking more Grimwald, me, or just in general?
Just like when Grimwald said that, he turned to him and replied, but he
Right.
kind of is also saying that to you, Theron.
Okay. Oh, Theron will just continue being hushed about it, just I mean, I could possibly manage a way to get you out. But I need to see something in return for it. I'm looking for information on the Orgal. And you might be my best way in. Although then again, you said it was a few years ago. So that's really not much relevant information now, is it?
I suppose not, no.
Do I hear him asking these questions?
Nope, lowballing.
I mean, make a perception check.
My stealthing?
Sure. With disadvantage, because Snake Man isn't stealthing so much.
13.
17.
Well, I mean, you can get a few details here and there, but some things you do miss out on.
Right.
It definitely seems like Theron is digging into this thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely doing the interrogating.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
Not trying to make backroom deals and be a bastard.
But now, why would you want to help me?
Because you can help me. Possibly.
I can. But I probably won't.
Okay. In which case, then this conversation's over, at least in my case. Have a good life. And Theron will walk away.
Okay. Remote?
Yeah, I'm gonna step up and just ask who sent him.
I have
Just-
my...
He's just gonna ask out loud.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask the snake person. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not the one in charge.
No, I know that, but who is in charge?
Well, it is hard to
Oh,
say.
come on.
Hmm?
Nah, nothing. Give me a name and a place.
Oh, I do not know what name they go by now.
What's the name you know of?
He tells you a name. Make a history check.
Oof, that's history plus 3. That's 11.
11. When I was initially arriving here, that was what they were called, but I don't know if they still go like that.
And where were they? Where were they holding up?
Around.
Their main place.
There is no main place.
Okay.
And if there was, I would not tell you.
Okay. How many more of you or your disciples is there in this city?
Many.
And why are you guys doing this? Trying innocent lives?
We have our goals, and we need testing.
And what is your goal?
He seems hesitant to say anything.
Can I ray of frost his bottom half?
Sure. No attack roll needed. He is heavily restrained. Didn't take you for the like to resort to torture.
What's the goal?
We were here first, and we would like to stay here. Whatever it takes.
So you stoop to kidnapping people and converting them to monsters that they do not wish to be.
Monster is a strong word, don't you think?
Sure, beasts then.
He seems insulted.
Do you want me to call you a snake person?
Well, it is accurate.
I do not know the correct term of your species.
We are the Yuan Ti.
Yuan Ti, okay. So you stoop to kidnapping people, innocent people, and converting them to the Yuan Ti.
Do I know anything about the Wanti?
Make a history check.
Okay.
Do I know about something about the Yuan Ti?
History or religion? Both of you.
16 history.
Okay.
15 history.
15 history. Okay. Both of you guys would know of rumors. There's lizard folk. You've heard of those. And there's like an offshoot of lizard folk, which are more snake-like. And they were at some point banished from the native place of the lizard folk for for who they worshipped, for their religion.
And I do not know who they worship, did I?
No.
No, okay.
How about typical personality traits? Would I know anything about that? Being a mastermind?
Being a mastermind, you haven't specifically dealt with them all that much up to this point. So, not really. You can definitely get some sense from this guy, but if this is a representative sample, you're not sure.
So, what's your name again? What should I call you?
Dead.
Dead? Nah, come on. You're still alive.
Let me come up with a name for this guy. This guy will be called... Herieth.
Can you, yeah. Herieth, okay.
But the th is snaky, so Herieth.
Herieth, okay. Harry, okay, yeah. Who do you worship?
The imprisoned serpent.
The what now? You said
Imprisoned serpent.
the imprisoned serpent. Do I know anything about him?
Make a religion check.
That's 14.
14. Not necessarily. The common pantheon does not include any such deity.
I see.
Seems like a very particular.
Yeah. Okay.
Also sounds sus as fuck.
You know why the UNT were forced out of this land, correct?
Not out of this land, no.
Well, their land then.
Yes, I know the story of my people all too well.
Would you be so kind to telling me the story of your people?
It won't matter.
No, come on. I like knowledge. Why wouldn't you share the knowledge with me?
If I shared my knowledge with everyone, well, you see what the position I am in.
Fair enough. So, you won't share the history of your people, but you do expect me to be respectful of your people, is that correct?
You seem like you're not from around here. I don't expect you to understand.
I'm not from around here, you're correct about that. But see, I earned my respect.
Not from me, you haven't. I've had enough of this. Leave me to my fate, if you will.
I look back at Theron. He says he's done. What do you think, Theron?
Then he's done.
Very well then. I'm gonna walk away.
Okay. The judge seems a little concerned with how long this is taking. She expected a fast conversation. Kaida, Kristoff, you get this sense. And then you guys walk out, and the guards walk back in. I trust your conversation was productive.
I look at Theron.
We were able to glimpse into some of the aspects of this creature's past, but unfortunately, we weren't able to have it be more complicit and be more willing to give us any more actual, really relevant information.
Well, that's a shame.
What we do know, though, is that there's more of his species in the city. And I would like to ask the court to make a task force, if you will, to hunt them down.
Well, that is not part of the authority that the Judiciary Codex awards me, but I'm sure you can talk it out with your people. However, part of the power that the court does have is to award some recompense and reparation, I suppose, specifically to those most harmed. Motions to Rand and Eve. For the four of you who helped capture this creature, we have some payments in the form of 150 gold pieces each, and for those of you in harm's way, most directly, the same amount and an additional 25. It is a shame that the money itself cannot cure the affliction of your friend, Kaida, but nevertheless, for this moment, it will have to suffice. That is all the court can do for you. And she motions to bailiff to bring out the reward, paid in 2 gems each. 2, what was it, sapphires? That are worth 75?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
so.
so 2 sapphires each and a few extra coins for your friends, Kaida.
All right.
Well, if that is all for this case, I would ask you to leave. There are other things to be tried today. Thank you for your time.
Of course.
So, you are left there with a little bit extra money and some hints that there is more. What would you like to do?
I would ask the guys if they want to go on a hunt for these snake people.
Well, I wouldn't quite call it a hunt and more of an investigation. But
You know
yes,
what I
I
mean.
would like to. Very much. I do not like what these people are doing.
I would love to join, but unfortunately I have a business to run. I do not have that much free time.
I wouldn't say I want to join, but I do want to see these lizards or snake people stopped.
Yuan Ti, they are called.
Yuan Ti. All right. Will I have any knowledge on Yuan Ti?
Make a history check.
Can I do one as well?
Yes, everyone who would like. Well, other than
The people already did them.
yeah.
Seven.
7. Not really. You've heard of them, and actually you've had a couple in the past in your troop
A circus?
who then left. They didn't look like this other guy though. They seemed more humanoid, just with some scales on their arms or legs or something, but otherwise humanoid.
Okay, Yuan T. Okay, interesting. But just like Mr. Mad Dog over here has a business to run, I have a circus I have to run as well, and entertainment needs to be done. So I unfortunately cannot join you on your hunt.
So, okay. Well, Theron, what business do you have? Maybe we can help.
Unfortunately, I can't disclose that information to general public.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I have to keep my business dealings, my dealings.
I understand that.
I'm surrounded by many competitors. I can't just let the information out.
Okay. Gotcha. Lost them.
What of you, Kaida? Would they be able to assist you in any way with your business? God is that the only circus that's like in town?
Well, no. There's a few. It's a more permanent one, but it's not the only one.
Okay, I just figured I'd ask.
There's other forms of entertainment that are like a circus, but don't call themselves that.
Kaida?
Kaida's AFK.
Oh, shit. I didn't hear him leave.
Oh yeah, he's AFK.
Grimwald is going to whisper to Terran that he should just forget about what I did in there and whatnot. Right? And whatever I heard, I forget as well. From his question.
Sorry, I'm back. My brother called me, so
I see.
I was just answering that. Okay, I heard my name. So
yeah, you were being asked how Grimwald and/or Kristoff could help you in your business.
my business. I mean, it's a circus. If you can entertain, Christoph, do you have like? Can I visually see that you have like an instrument on you, or is it like hidden?
Do you have an instrument?
I do have an instrument. I'm not sure if it's a flute or a palm flute, but I do have one on me.
Yeah. So like visually, do I see it?
It's like halfway out of my very small backpack.
Okay.
So, and yeah.
Right.
So you might be able to see it.
Okay, but yeah, if it's on your back then. But either way, again, it's a circus. We entertain. If you guys want to, if that's down your alley, I'm not sure for you guys, but if you want to help business in any ways, I mean, I can hand you some flyers, but
Well, I can certainly entertain, though I'm not sure if my kind of entertainment is what you are looking for.
I mean, like we have all kinds of entertainment at my circus, so I'm pretty sure we can.
Can I insight check that?
Sure. Make an insight.
That sounds wrong as hell.
Make an insight check, and Kaida make a persuasion check.
All right.
I gotta find my stat real quick. There it is. Uh, 18.
I have a 16 on persuasion.
Okay.
So yeah, so you got a sex ring going on?
Well, you get the sense that he doesn't mean it in a malicious sense.
Mm.
It's more like there's a variety of things. It's not a
Yeah, we
one
have,
trick pony.
yeah, I have a
show.
variety. But if you ask me that directly, you can insight check that.
Kinda.
But I'm not
Well-
lying. Sorry. Continue.
You said you have all kinds of different people and entertainments in your circus, right?
Oh yes.
And you yourself, are you the only magician?
I know. I have like other illusionists and probably like friends from school that help me weave illusions and into the air.
Does your circus perhaps have someone similar to my skill set, a magical fencer perhaps?
A magical what? Sorry.
Magical fencer.
Fencer. I wouldn't say we had someone as like a fencer, but like again, we have like dancers. I point towards Eve, but again, our specialties is to entertain, not more of combat. But
Well, you can entertain with combat as well. You don't even have to kill each other. You
Oh,
know,
yes.
you surely must know of mock fights.
oh yes,
I see.
Well, I mean, you have a couple of things that could sort of work with mock fighting, or would benefit from the addition of it.
I'm mainly just asking him if there are people similar to me in his circus. Similar to my skill set.
not off the top of my head, but I can find out if we do.
That would be greatly appreciated.
So, we can end that day there if you would like, and we can figure out what to do. Well, I go get some water because it is very hot. Quick little 5-minute break, and I will be right back.
Honestly, Christoph, I thought you were gonna ask me if I had a sex ring.
No, I
I'm like, oh shit.
Christoph is too innocent for that.
Sex ring.
Makes sense
That
then why
would be
I would
hilarious.
ask them, because I'm not innocent at all.
It's like we have entertainment that serves every purpose.
Yeah, that sounds really, really suspect.
Christoph doesn't even know what the sex is.
But that is for you guys to find out.
But fuck around and find out.
Yeah.
Are we gonna turn into a traveling circus?
I am a traveling circus. That's what.
No,
How
I
we
mean
gonna
like a
turn
group.
into a traveling drag race?
Circus group. I like.
How? Oh my
Yeah.
god, I'd be so terrible.
Same.
I would bring hell on your shit.
I would
Jesus, that
love
was so
to
bad.
see that. I would love to see that though.
But yeah. Again, you guys, if you guys want to dig, you guys can dig. I have.
I
mean, I guess
do
now
not
I think
own a
about it,
shovel.
It's not out of the question for Theron, actually, now that I think about it.
I'm just
Yeah.
looking for someone like me.
I mean, I don't really have anything to do stuff with. Entertain. Not really in my purview.
Oh yeah, I don't
Sure,
either,
yeah.
but there's another reason why I can do it. Which is I can just run the business end of things.
Fair enough. You run business, I run the security, and the rest do entertainment. Sounds good.
Good enough for me.
Hell yes.
Then again, though, you have to convince Theron to sell out of his distillery. I don't think you'd want to do that either.
Also, you
Yeah.
you guys probably gonna have to convince me to
Yeah, true. Fair enough.
to do the stuff that you guys want to do.
Oh, I don't
Yeah,
need.
that's,
I mean,
like washing one hand to wash the other or something like that.
What?
But I don't know.
But like I scratch your back, you scratch mine. Are you talking about
Yeah,
that?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. If that
Uh,
doesn't
Why do
work,
I,
tactical guilt trip.
why do
Uh,
you think I asked Theron if we could do anything to help? You know?
Yeah.
again, you guys either entertain or hand out flyers.
so honestly, I can't let you anywhere close to my fucking business.
To be perfectly honest, I'm too naive to find out if it is illegal.
Yeah, no, not you, Grimwall.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I get arrested so fast.
Okay,
Nah,
what
I don't know what
miss?
you're talking about.
What did I miss?
The
I,
car's extended warranty.
I do not have a car. How does that
Get
work?
one.
well, you do now. Extended
Oh,
warranty.
what the hell?
Yeah, fuck.
Also insurance too. Let's
No.
go.
But I really thought Kristoff was gonna ask me if I had a sex ring.
No.
And then I said we have entertainments that serves any purpose. But
Any
I
purpose?
also told them that like if you guys want to find out, you guys can dig.
Well,
I
fuck
have
around to find out.
yeah.
I still do not own a shovel.
Do you want a shovel?
Sure.
I don't know.
I mean, you
Do I
can.
want a shovel?
You can
Gonna
any
change
almost
career
anything.
paths to like an undertaker.
That's a different district. That's in the party fields. But I mean, someone's got to do it. Anyway, we pass to the next day. You attend to your otherwise business as usual.
Can I go to the library?
Sure. What are
I
you
want
looking
to
for?
research the serpent, his deity that I forgot to write down the name of.
Did I say imprisoned, or what was
Yes.
it? Yes,
Yeah, I think
imprisoned
yeah, in prison,
serpent.
yeah.
This is why we have VODs.
Woo,
Yes.
baby.
Which, by the way, I uploaded the 3 previous ones to YouTube. I just haven't made the playlist.
The vodule.
Anyway, okay. So make a investigation check, please. You are a
Alrighty.
cleric of Ayun, so you have free access to the library.
Yes, that's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. So, of the information about minor and or obscure gods that you can find, which there isn't all that much, because no one really cares, or at least no one really cares to write it. You do get a few references to the chained serpent, the imprisoned serpent, or other similar sounding names to refer to a generally neutral or somewhat evil tendencies in the whole cosmology of things. There are a few references to like a good snake god, much like how there's references to like good and evil dragons, good and evil spiders, good and evil other similar incarnations of other gods that are like the patrons of other races. What else are you looking for in regards to this?
The general history of Yontai, I guess.
It does mention that apparently they are originally from Eshathel, one of the other continents. and were driven out of their home many centuries ago. It doesn't speak so much where they went, what they did.
Just that it happened.
Just that it happened. Yeah, the records after that get a bit thin. Anyone else doing anything on the previous day or the next?
Yeah, can I do some mole hunting? And not the mole hunting that,
Right,
of
right, yes,
animals.
sure.
Yeah.
Okay. I would ask you to make 3 insight checks.
3 insight checks? Okay.
Yes. As you are going around, whatever it is you're doing requires reading people.
14 and 2 23s.
Nice.
Jesus Christ.
Dang.
So
turns out I'm good at the things I'm good at.
yeah, who would have thought? Delvin has been there basically from day one. You don't have any reason to suspect him. A few of your people who work on the more on the brewery side of things seem a little afraid of you, but otherwise not suspicious. And the people who work on the other side of things are shadier by definition.
Yeah, of course.
But generally trustworthy, at least for your purposes.
Yeah. Okay.
How exactly are you mole hunting?
Well, I'm going to set up bait information.
Okay.
So I'm going to be dripping certain people specific bits of information that are all fake. Every bit of it is fake. But I want to see
false.
what
It's never
information.
happened. A fabrication. It's not.
Yeah,
true.
it's all fabricated stuff. But I want to see if I can set things up to try to bait out specifically who might be not too honest.
Okay. In that case, make also an investigation check.
Okay. 9.
9. Yeah. Okay. Other than the thing that your insight would have told you, your rumors don't seem to have circulated all that far.
Okay.
And we'll get to that. Anyone else?
I'll ask Havoc to see if he has any people of Kristoff's kind.
And he asks you what does that mean, because he doesn't know who Kristoff is.
Well, he's kind of looking for people of his skill set, and currently I do not have someone that was it like
mock fighter.
Yeah, like I don't have like a what do you say, Crystal? Like fencing, like
fencing.
I think magical.
Yeah, like magical fencer. As more of an entertainment person, but I don't have one currently.
Well,
but
he is your security guy. He doesn't fence, but he can fight. He doesn't do magic, but if it's gonna be fake anyway, who really cares?
Just wanted to know if we did have anyone.
But he says that he can probably go and find someone.
He can what, sorry?
Find someone.
Oh, okay.
If it's really all that important. Is it?
No.
Okay, I'll do it.
Yeah, just Wait, what? No, it's not a point. All right, I got it.
It's a pointy stick. It's not that hard.
Kind of just give a laugh then.
Christoph.
I would like to go to the academy
Mm-hmm.
and see if they have anything about blade singers.
About blade singers. Well. Do I have? I do not.
A library?
Well, specifically for blade singers, I do not. But let me assign that to someone. Let's say it's. Yeah, this will be funny. This one. This guy is a blade singer. Okay. Make an investigation check.
Oh boy.
Because just because there's a guy doesn't mean you can find them.
That's 11.
Okay. It takes you most of the rest of that day of the trial, and you are told that Professor Raylan, I'm gonna write that down.
Yes.
Raylan
Write that down.
is busy basically for the rest of the week. The rest of the week, also the rest of the day, because that day is a Sunday and next day is a Monday, essentially. It's a long walk to till you come back tomorrow.
Okay.
But you do go back the next day, and are met with a also elf, but not the same type of elf. This is like a more tanned skin, yellow hair twilight elf, the same kind that Eleonora is.
Ooh.
You were looking for me?
Yes. Of course. My name is Christoph Linden. Pleasure to meet you, and I do like my half bow.
Christoph, you say?
Yes.
Alright, who's playing the prank on me? Who is it? Looks
I'm
around.
sorry, what? I don't understand. What?
No, you seem serious. Fine. My name is Kirstoff Raylan.
Nice.
I do not laugh in game.
Yeah, I assume not. That name has been there for a long time, so it's a coincidence.
Do you write it
No,
with
it's
an
not.
I?
Kirstoff. Kirstoff Raylan.
I understand.
Linden, you say?
Yes.
Doesn't sound familiar.
Well, it's from quite a bit away.
Yeah, I figured. So am I, but perhaps in a different direction. Now, what can I do for you? You are a student of the Blade?
I am. However, quite a while. My journey to this place has been quite long, and on the way I started studying the ancient art of the blade song. However, due to
It's not that ancient. How old are you?
I am 100. No, wait, how old am I? Fuck.
I'm 100, baby. Let's go.
I didn't actually remember how old I am exactly. Give me a
You're
second.
like 90.
Yeah,
93, says your page.
yeah.
Fucking Boomer.
Well, then, for elves, you're 93.
Yeah,
Oh
no,
my
it's-
god, I'm
yeah.
so old. He doesn't look old because he's an elf, but
Yeah.
it's okay, fine. Well, you have studied on your own then? Kind
Well,
of?
no. I have studied under an old elf that I met in a small village near my home, which is in Tejur. However,
Tajur.
due to
Okay, right.
still uncertain circumstances, she disappeared. And while she has showed me in the letter that everything is all right, I kind of didn't manage to finish my training. And I've been looking for someone who can help me, guide me to
Okay,
the
so
end
I'm
of
going
this.
to ask you something. Was your teacher Isara Moria?
No.
Okay, so we do
No.
not have the same teacher. Never mind. Well,
Does that name sound in any way familiar?
no, it does not.
Okay.
Well, so why are you here? Just to
Well,
learn, I suppose?
Yes, I've been told that you are also studying the art, or have studied the art of the blade zone,
I
and
have.
I am here to finish my training.
Well,
If that be
in
possible,
that
of course.
case, let's see what you can do. And he clears out some space and sets up some dummies to test your abilities.
Oh boy.
Grimwald.
Yes.
In fighting your thirst for knowledge, you studying of the Yuan-Ti and their religion, you are approached by a fellow cleric, not of the same order, but also of the same god, so one of the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's not every day that we get a riddle keeper in here. What's your deal?
Well, you see, I had a case recently and it made me uneasy, so I am just trying to drown the lack of knowledge about this entity so I can effectively care of it.
Takes a look at what you're reading. Yuan-Ti? Really?
Yeah, we found a UNT, almost pure blood UNT.
Um, how would he respond to this? Let me make a history check for this guy, actually. Okay. Are you sure that was a pure blood? Because the pure bloods are the ones that look most human. And that doesn't seem like what you're looking
Really?
at right now.
Isn't it the other way around, Liam?
No,
Am
actually,
I
in the monster
tripping?
manual, the pure bloods are the ones that look the most human.
Really?
The
Oh.
less
yeah.
the less pure the blood, the more snake.
Yeah. Well, they have different names.
Well,
Yeah.
oh well. In that case, I am tripping then because I thought pure blood means that the more snake you are. That's my bad then.
I don't know how they came up with those names, honestly. That seems like a reasonable thing to conclude. Anyway, you describe, I
Yeah.
assume, the anatomy of the thing. It's like, oh,
Yeah, more snake than human.
that sounds pretty dangerous.
Yeah. I thanked Ione on that day for my shackles that I got on the job. Because Lord,
All on your own. That's pretty impressive.
I had some help.
Less impressive, but still.
Hmm. But I'm
Um,
telling you, if it wasn't for those manacles, oof, it would have been harder.
be sure to let the creator know. Well, I'll leave you to that. There's someone out here to see you. A guard, it seems. Points in
Oh,
the door's direction.
oh, I see. Okay then, I'm gonna check out who's there to see me.
There you see one of the guards of the backup that you had called, and who helped arrest the UNT.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry to bother you. We did a little bit more digging in the den, the hole, the tunnel. Um,
Yes.
the first of all, I feel like I should tell you the whole building was abandoned of sorts. Well, you saw it. Um, although it appeared to be occupied by this creature and maybe two or three others, it's kind of hard to tell. There was. Well, we found these, and he hands you over a stack of papers. Um, they seem to contain quite a bit of information, except for the fact that it does not appear to be in a language that you understand. Unless, what languages do you understand?
Draconic, Dwarvish, Elvish, Raptorkin, and Sylvan.
Okay. It looks kind of draconic, but also like it is encoded in some way.
Right.
So it is not written out in plain text. Thought you might give us a hand with this,
Hmm.
or one
Right.
of the others. Looks around at the
What
other.
time is it? What
Um,
time is it right now?
early afternoon, like 1, 2 p.m.
Okay, and this is the day after the
The day
trial, right?
after.
Right. I know I have a spell for it. I haven't. I just don't have it prepared at the moment in my list. Um.
I mean, you can change out the prepared spells for from day to day.
Yeah. Yeah. That's. I am looking through my list.
Mm-mm-mm. Big
I'm.
lists.
I'm fairly. Yeah. I'm fairly certain I have a spell that can. A sec.
What comprehend languages?
Yeah. Something like that. It seems like I don't have it. Actually, I have tongues, but that's
Tongues.
verbal.
I mean, I think you can also get comprehend languages. No, no, it's not in the cleric list.
Wow, I
No,
thought it
if it's
was.
not in the cleric list, it's I don't have it.
But so's the warlock wizard.
Yeah,
Well, good thing you are in a library full of smart people.
yes, certainly. I'll see what I can do.
Okay.
And I turn and see if I can find someone that uh, could help me out.
Okay. Make
The
a
first
make a note.
person I'll ask is the person that came up to me.
Okay, sure. He is still there and around.
Mm-hmm.
Productive talk.
Wait, yeah. You don't happen to know comprehensive language, do you? Or know of
Well,
anyone in this library that does?
what language do you need?
I show him the papers.
Oh,
It seems to be of some sort of draconic, but
yeah, I would agree with
it's
that.
it's encoded in some way. So
Well, I'm not sure that comprehending languages would help you if it's encoded. But we can probably figure it out. You know Draconic?
I do.
Well,
I
let's
say
get to
that
work
I
then.
say that in draconic.
Let's get to work then, he says in Draconic. Make intelligence check with advantage.
With advantage.
You are being assisted.
Yes. Ooh, 14.
14. There are some words in there that don't seem to be so encoded. There's references to potions, concoctions, magical mixtures. There is references to a series of numbered tests. There is a reference to some ingredients.
Greetings?
Ingredients.
Oh, ingredients. Okay,
Components.
yeah. So it's a recipe list.
Yeah, kind of.
And a lab report, basically.
And like a journal of notes that makes references to something, a star child of something. It's called. And that's about as far as you can get in a short amount of time before the guy who's helping has to leave.
Mm. So what was the word that you used? The
Star child.
Yeah. Can you write that down?
Literally just star child.
Star child. Okay, so I did hear correctly.
Yes.
Sometimes I'm not sure what I'm hearing.
No, that's
you
okay.
See, so
Sometimes you know the demons.
So,
what's a star child?
you don't know.
Or is it literally a star child?
I mean, it could be
A
the
name for
child of a
something?
star, a child with like a very fortunate circumstances, some kind of cosmological event. Could be a lot of things.
Right. I think I understand what they're referring to now. Okay. Yes.
Meanwhile, who would this be? Theron.
Yes.
With your mole hunting from the day before and the current day, it doesn't reveal the presence of a mole, but more so the presence of a spy from outside. And Delvin brings in this guy who is tied up, wearing a particular uniform of the competition.
Ooh. Intriguing.
Let me go. What the hell?
Oh, don't bullshit me. And Theron will approach him. I know exactly who you work for, and you're gonna tell me where I can get in contact with them.
Oh, great. Where am I?
That is completely irrelevant. You're gonna tell me who you work for right now.
Make a perception check there.
Okay. Perception, right?
Yes.
19?
19. The uniform of this guy is that of the Rafali breweries, a few blocks down the street. Look, man, I think there's been some kind of mistake. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know. I don't have your money. I don't want any trouble.
Well, clearly you're looking for it, spying on other people. So, why were you spying?
It's business, isn't it? Well, boss wants to make more money. Boss sees that you're making more money, and he wants to know why.
And tell me who's your boss again? I'm assuming I know, but I
Yeah,
want to make sure he tells me.
Yeah. I mean, motions to the insignias, like the Rafalis.
What was that again?
The Rafalis, he says. Just in info dump.
Thank you very much.
I think I'm getting the impression that the liquor is not your main source of money. I wasn't gonna say anything, but
Sorry, I'm writing notes. Give me a sec. Okay.
So what do you do?
What did you overhear?
Not what I overheard, but I saw some. What actually is your other business?
Is this him asking me or you
No,
asking me?
I'm asking you.
You got her asking me?
Yes,
right?
To see what he would have seen.
Oh, like the the more illegal stuff in reference to, correct?
Yes.
Okay, well then he probably would have seen Give me a second. Sorry. Gotta make sure I
Certainly
answer this the right
moving
way.
things that weren't liquor kegs and ingredients. But what else?
Probably. Ooh, I bet he probably would have seen me, seen my guys muscling around maybe some other company.
Okay. So yeah, that's what he. If it's security money, I mean, I understand. I don't agree, but I understand. I'm just.
You couldn't begin to comprehend what is happening here. Okay.
I They pay me some money. I don't really ask too many questions other than that.
So you're just an outside source hired by them?
Sure, you can say that.
With, Theron's gonna stop for a moment. He's gonna pull up a chair and sit in front of him. Do you have a family?
He immediately looks afraid. Yeah?
Do you see them often?
You know, almost every day.
Wife and kids?
No kids yet, but parents,
One on the way?
wife, no, not really.
Hmm.
It's too much hassle. Maybe later.
Okay. And what's your name?
Let me make a name for him. Barrett.
Barrett? Last name?
Uh, Merrick.
Insight? Is he lying?
Insight check.
That's a soft 20.
Soft 20. Not lying, but like maybe it's like a shortened version.
Would still be enough to identify him?
Yeah, probably.
And or other family members, perhaps?
Most likely.
Okay. Well, Mr. Merrick, if you wish to keep your family, you won't say a single word about this to your employer, and if you do, you will be down the river within the evening. Especially because now I know what you know. I'll know where it came from. Do we have an understanding?
How about I tell them that you have superior techniques and I couldn't understand them? Sound good?
Yeah, that sounds good. I mean, I understand that a man needs to make his living and all for his family.
I'll just can you untie me, mister?
Theron will just like stand up, look over to Delvin, give him a nod, and then just like give him like a shoe hand, pretty much.
And as soon as he gets like a little bit of slack, he like wiggles out and like gets the hell out.
Yep, that's a good boy.
I feel like that's a concerning thing to have not necessarily spies in our midst, but from outside.
I'm not too surprised that they would spy on us. They see the income that we're making.
Did you tell Delvin about the Snake Man?
Yeah, I would have.
Okay. So he would add, especially with such dangers around.
Yes. That's a more, I'm suspecting, deep-rooted threat that is more of a threat to the general city, which unfortunately then makes it a threat to us. It seems as though they are looking to convert customers and or possibly higher-ups to being like them.
But are you sure that the eyes of the lady were green all the way?
Were
Yes, they were.
they? Yes, they were.
Sir, I think they might be trying to replace the king. That's pretty serious, even for us.
Oh, what? So you're gonna lose a spine over it?
No, no, no. I'm just concerned. What if if they were to succeed? I mean, looking at it realistically, I don't think they would care about criminal activity, considering that what they're doing is very much that. I'm just saying, why would they even want that? Other than, well, rule a sizable empire.
Probably trying to remake their homeland and gain a huge amount of power. Yeah, if you just cause a huge insurrection within the city.
No, that is concerning.
And they are quite dedicated to their cause. The one I talked to was frankly almost like willing to kill himself over this whole power grab.
I'll let the boys
See-
know to keep an eye out, stay away from danger.
And tell them to keep their ears open for anything. If they catch any wind of any sort of wantee, as they're called, tell them to move it up the chain. I need to hear about it.
All right. Were you going to ask something?
Me?
Yes, you.
Wait, what? Huh?
Oh no, I
I'm
thought
confused.
I heard you asking something. Never mind.
Yeah, I think I'm all good.
Okay. Then, Kite and Kristoff.
Yep.
I would say that in finding some kind of coordination to have, I mean, depending how much you want to do a mock fight in the circus, Kristoff, is how much you would be involved with the selection process for an opponent. So how involved are you in the search for an opponent in the circus? Are you?
Not really.
Not really. Okay. So then Kaida.
Yeah.
Havoc. He he doesn't have a rapier, but he can go get one. And to be the opponent of this other person that you've met. So when do I get to meet the guy for a performance win? Tomorrow? Today? Within the week?
Within the week.
I gotta get a feel for who I'm facing. Especially if we are both to survive.
Yeah, I'll find him and let you get a look at him.
All right. So, with some new information and a future performance in Kaida's circus, I think we can leave the session for today, so that we can see what to do about that next time.
All right.
Woo.
The plot thickens.
Yay.
The thick plottens.
I'm happy I got to threaten someone's life. That felt pretty good.
You are
All right.
scary.
Yeah, I am, baby.
Mastermind.
You never got to see, like, Doros was quiet as shit, but you never got to see me play a real character. But now I'm on one I actually get to RP really hard.
I thought you were playing Doros because you can't RP. Boy, was I wrong.
My dude,
No.
he wanted to stop playing Doros because he wanted to RP.
Yeah, I wanted to so fucking bad.
Right.
I probably could have helped during that questioning, but no.
Let me stop this.